In this short video, we'll see how the data loss prevention feature that comes with Office 365 can really assist when you are managing documents and emails in SharePoint Online or OneDrive for Business, and you need to comply with the European GDPR and similar privacy regulations. We'll also see how combining MacroView DMF with SharePoint Online enables GDPR compliant solutions that are secure and effective in operation and also popular with end users. Let's start by seeing the end user experience. Here in my Outlook environment, I have a new email with a Word document attached. I'm going to send this to a user who is external to our organization. I've just received an email alert in my inbox, and it tells me that my email message was blocked because it conflicts with a policy in my organization. That policy detected that the international bank numbers in my attachment were sensitive information which should not be shared outside my organization. When we open the Word document attachment from the email, we see those international bank numbers. Let's save the document as a PDF, attach that PDF to the email, and again attempt our send to John. This time, before we even click send, the system tells us that John is an external user and we cannot share that information with him in either PDF or Word format. The policy that has identified that the bank number information is sensitive and that it cannot be shared with external users is a data loss prevention policy. Let's go to the Office 365 Security and Compliance Center and see the details of that policy. The policy is the EU Citizen Personally Identifiable Information Policy. This policy applies not only to SharePoint Online sites, but also to Exchange and OneDrive for Business areas. The policy has two rules. If we edit, and check out the high volume rule. If we edit that rule, we see that if there are 3 or more international bank numbers, we will be blocked from sending outside the organization. The data loss prevention feature is already aware of what constitutes personally identifiable information for a range of countries. If we choose the European Union, there's an out-of-the-box template for both the PCI Data Security Standard and the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. We can also create a custom policy, for example, to comply with South Africa's POPI regulations. We select that this policy should apply to all areas, and whether it applies to external or internal people. The DLP feature knows how to check for South Africa identification numbers, and we can specify how many such numbers in a document should trigger action, such as blocking access to external users. Let's look at how an organization can create a complete solution for managing its documents and emails. Such a solution would need to satisfy all these requirements. Office 365 is a cloud-based platform which enables secure access from anywhere on any device. As we've seen, the data loss prevention policies of Office 365 enable compliance with privacy regulations. And MacroView DMF provides an intuitive and productive experience for users looking to manage their documents in SharePoint Online or OneDrive for Business. To see an example of this, let's look at how MacroView streamlines the retrieval of a document from SharePoint to be an attachment to a new outgoing email. Here's our new email. We can use the attachment button within the MacroView group on the Insert ribbon to retrieve a document from SharePoint Online. MacroView provides an intuitive tree view display of all the areas in that online tenant for which the current user has permission, including this document library. If we click this IBAN's document in that library, we see a formatted preview, and we can now insert it in our outgoing email as an attachment. Let's do that again. This time, let's use a search for all documents containing the word IBAN within our online tenant. MacroView finds all those documents. Again, we can get a formatted preview and insert the document in our outgoing email. We can also right-click a document and send it as a PDF. The document is retrieved from SharePoint Online, converted to a PDF, and then inserted in our new email. As you can see, compared to the out-of-the-box SharePoint user interface, MacroView dramatically reduces the keystrokes required to find documents in SharePoint and have them inserted as attachments in new emails. For more information about solutions for managing documents and emails in Office 365, which comply with privacy regulations, contact MacroView using these details.